Have you ever thought about skipping lunch to lose a few pounds? It sounds like a simple hack, right? Cut out a whole meal, cut out a bunch of calories, and watch the weight melt off. It's a tempting idea, especially when you're busy and grabbing lunch feels like a chore. But what actually happens to your body and your weight loss goals when you consistently say no to your midday meal? The answer is probably not what you expect, and it's a lot more complex than just calories in, calories out. Let's dive deep into the science and psychology behind skipping lunch. First, let's talk about the immediate effects. A few hours after you've skipped lunch, your blood sugar levels start to drop. This is your body's primary fuel source, and when it gets low, your brain is the first to notice. You might start feeling foggy, irritable, and unable to concentrate. That big project you have in the afternoon? Suddenly it feels like climbing Mount Everest. Your physical energy will also take a nosedive. Simple tasks might feel exhausting, and if you were planning an afternoon workout, you can probably forget about it. Your body is essentially running on fumes, and it's sending you strong signals that it needs fuel now. This is your body's survival mechanism kicking in. It doesn't know you're intentionally dieting. It just knows it's being starved. Now you might think, okay, a little afternoon slump is a small price to pay for weight loss. But this is where things get interesting. When you consistently skip lunch, your body starts to adapt in ways that actually work against your goals. Your metabolism, the engine that burns calories, begins to slow down. Your body enters a state of conservation, trying to hold on to every calorie it can, because it's not sure when its next meal is coming. So while you're consuming fewer calories by skipping lunch, you're also burning fewer calories throughout the day. This can lead to a frustrating weight loss plateau, where the scale just refuses to budge no matter how little you eat. It's like trying to drive a car faster by giving it less gas. It just doesn't work that way. But the biggest trap of skipping lunch often happens later in the day. You've been running on empty since breakfast. Your willpower, which is a finite resource, is completely drained. When you finally get home in the evening, you're not just hungry, you're ravenous. Your body is screaming for energy and it wants the quickest, most calorie-dense food it can get. This is when the floodgates open. You're far more likely to overeat at dinner and then continue snacking all evening. Think about it. You might find yourself reaching for chips, cookies, ice cream, or ordering a huge takeout meal. All those calories you saved by skipping lunch, you can easily consume them back and then some in a single evening binge. And because you're eating so much so late, your body doesn't have much time to burn it off before you go to sleep. This pattern can also mess with your nutritional intake. Lunch is a prime opportunity to get in essential nutrients like lean protein, fiber from vegetables, and healthy fats. These are the building blocks that keep you feeling full, maintain muscle mass, and support overall health. When you skip it, you're missing a crucial chance to nourish your body. Over time, this can lead to nutrient deficiencies, which can affect everything from your hair and skin to your immune system. You might be losing weight, but you could also be losing muscle mass instead of fat, which is not the goal. Muscle is metabolically active, meaning it burns calories even at rest. Losing it will only make it harder to keep the weight off in the long run. There's a psychological component too. Constantly denying your body's hunger signals can create an unhealthy relationship with food. It can lead to a cycle of restriction and binging, where food becomes the enemy. You might feel guilty after you inevitably overeat, which can fuel the decision to restrict again the next day. This is a stressful and unsustainable way to live. Healthy, long-term weight loss is about creating habits you can stick with for life, not about quick fixes that leave you feeling miserable and deprived. So, what's the better alternative? It's not about skipping meals, it's about making your meals work for you. A balanced lunch is your secret weapon for weight loss. A meal that includes lean protein like chicken, fish, or beans, plenty of non-starchy vegetables for fiber and volume, a source of healthy fat like avocado or nuts, and a small portion of complex carbohydrates like quinoa or sweet potato will do wonders. This combination stabilizes your blood sugar, keeps you feeling full and satisfied for hours, and fuels your metabolism. It prevents that afternoon energy crash, and most importantly, it stops that ravenous, out-of-control hunger from striking in the evening. You'll have more energy for your afternoon tasks. You'll be able to crush your workout, and you'll make more mindful, controlled choices at dinner time. Planning is key. If you're busy, meal prepping your lunches on the weekend can be a game changer. Spend an hour or two cooking some chicken breasts, roasting vegetables, and portioning them out into containers. That way, a healthy and delicious lunch is always ready to go. You'll save money, you'll know exactly what you're eating, and you'll remove the temptation to grab something unhealthy on the fly. Remember, the goal is not to starve yourself. It's to fuel your body with the right foods in the right amounts. By eating a balanced lunch, you're working with your body, not against it. You're setting yourself up for success, not just for today, but for a healthier, more sustainable future. So the next time you think about skipping lunch to fast-track your weight loss, remember what you're actually doing. You're slowing your metabolism, setting yourself up for an evening binge, and depriving your body of essential nutrients. Instead, embrace the power of a balanced midday meal. It's one of the most effective tools you have in your weight loss journey. It's about nourishment, not deprivation. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, please give us a like and subscribe for more tips on healthy, sustainable living. We'll see you in the next video.